I won't let you be getting it. I want you. Hold on, the stream getting ready to start, y'all. Stream get ready to start. I've been itching. Well, yeah, I've been itching for this shit. Something to come up on this shit. But then again, I still got my thoughts about these updates on the nigga Epstein. Peace, Roasted Rage. I see you up in here, my boy. He already got that popcorn. Yes, sir. I already got that blunt. All right. Let me turn my volume down on my phone too, so it don't. I had to make sure my stream was good, but yes, sir. Wait, what happened, nigga? There we go. Let me turn my filters off. Let me turn my Luma key off. There we go. Yes, sir. What it do? What it do? I've been itching. I've been itching to get some on this shit, nigga. Cause I've been talking about this shit long. What? Yes, sir. I was at work, nigga. I ain't even really come. I ain't even really hop out the. Well, my regular fit is my work fit, so I really don't even gotta hop out or nothing. But usually I do though. But nigga, I had to get home immediately when I heard about this shit. I was at work, and my homie. Hold on, let me sit back some so it don't like be too choppy. But yeah, my homie showed me. He was like, "You heard about that new Epstein shit?" And I was looking at it. I was like, "Oh shit!" You feel me? I ain't think nothing of it. You know, it was on Instagram. I thought it was like, you know, AI is so cold nowadays, and we gonna get to that too. AI is so cold nowadays. I was like, man, it could be AI. But then when I started seeing more reports of this shit everywhere, I was like, okay, yeah, we gotta get home ASAP, nigga. As soon as I got off work, nigga, came straight home, nigga. I came straight home. Nigga. I was like, I get home quickly. We need to discuss this. We need to discuss Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker. Hell no. So first, you already know how we gotta start it. We can't start the live or get too deep into things without the fucking proper ritual, the proper introduction, initiate ritual. I was just watching some deep shit last night about the spirit, you know, the White Brotherhood that Rashad Jamal, you know, he dropped the video on that real deep. Mentioned some very interesting names in there that I suggest people go look at, like Helena P. Blavatsky, Edgar Casey, and you know, a few other people, especially niggas like Aleister Crowley and shit like that. That nigga Aleister Crowley was crazy, nigga, and not in the good way neither. Not in the good way. So, you know, watching that live last night has me going into this right here with a different perspective on things. Knowing what we know now, not just me, but knowing what we know now, it's getting real. It's getting real. But yeah, there's an update on the Epstein files. Apparently, images have been leaked. And we're going to look at these images. And we're going to judge them. But I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I mentioned AI, because the first thing that came to my head was like, this could be some AI shit that they just threw together and put out there to kind of give people, you know how the government is. Like, they kind of, when they see that people is getting too upset about some shit, they give them a little bit just to keep them docile. You feel me? Like, oh, just give them a little bit of something just to make them think that we're actually working on something. But really, we not. We just giving y'all this shit to make y'all shut the fuck up for a couple more months. You feel me? When in reality, it's not. Because we're in a different time. I told y'all they time running short, nigga. They time running short. They doing everything they can, nigga, to try to keep, you know, to try to extract as much blood and organs as possible. And oh, my bad, y'all. and you know, try to stay on this earth as long as possible. Not just harvest blood in it, but they also want to stay here as long as possible. You feel me? To keep this system running. But now that the system is slowly collapsing, they know it is. They're trying to hurry up and you know, find places to leave and shit like that. And they last resort, you know, if they can't do that, is the New World Order. Because that's originally they was gonna do. They was just gonna fuck up the planet, like how it is right now, and then it was gonna leave before it got too bad, which was supposed to be right now, and they can't. They can't find nowhere to go. They can't go nowhere. They're stuck here. So now they're panicking. So the last option they got left is AI, merging humanity with AI to upload everybody's consciousness into the shadow matrix, something you will not be able to get out of. That's why niggas is telling niggas don't get that chip when they release that shit. I gotta charge this motherfucker. I'm about to hit the. I got a hash rosin pen. This motherfucker hit strong as hell compared to any blunt I hit. I gotta let that hoe charge. But so peace to the guys and goddesses, kings and queens, emperors, chiefs, and priests of the motherfucking land. I hope you having a great cosmic night or a great cosmic rising, depending on when you catch or see this motherfucking live video after it's done, nigga. I appreciate everybody that come through. I appreciate everybody that leave a comment. I appreciate everybody that be hitting me up on Instagram. I appreciate everybody that hit the like button, subscribe, nigga. They share the video. Hit, you know, niggas might screen record some shit. I appreciate everything, nigga, because without y'all, there's no me. You feel me? No cap. Without y'all, there's no me. I feel like a lot of these niggas that get these big followings, they forget the people. Like they forget, nigga, they would never be that big without the people watching them. How could you ever be somebody without the people first? So that's one thing I'm gonna always carry, no matter how big I get. You feel me? I don't care if I got 1,000 motherfuckers DM me in one day. I'm gonna at least get to like 100 of them hoes. I'm gonna spend an hour at least trying to get to 100 of them hoes. You feel me? Some might be some trolls. Some might be people going through some shit, need that motivation. It don't matter. Life is life. But we finna get into this. I'm finna pull these photos up first of all. Let me go to my Instagram real quick. Let me go to my Instagram. So I want to go over this. We finna go over a couple photos because my Instagram feed be popping when it comes to the conspiracy shit, right? So we got this, right? Had to make sure I wasn't lighting the wrong end, bro. When I got home tonight, it was funny as hell how you be like, ooh, when some esoteric shit get dropped or a bar get dropped, synchronized like a motherfucker. Facts. I've been seeing many synchronicities all day. Life definitely getting cartoony. I heard that shit somewhere. Somebody else said that shit. I think I seen it under an Instagram post or some shit. Somebody was like, life getting cartoony as hit. Like they say we living in a cartoon timeline where like shit, like for example, a piano falling out the sky and killing somebody. I very much could see that happening in today's age because we do live in that kind of era where it's like random shit happening. You got fish raining from the sky. You feel me? That don't make sense. There we go. And I feel like this, like, it's like a hole somewhere in here. I think this junk kind of rolled out a little ugly, but yeah, what I just do with them? I don't even know what I just did with them hoes. My bad, y'all. Oh damn, I dropped them hoes. That's why. I feel like damn, what I do with my scissors? There we go. Let me make sure y'all can still hear everything too. Let me make sure y'all can still hear everything. Yeah, we good. So yeah, life definitely been getting cartoonish as hell. But I got this post here. We gonna read through some of these posts, right? It says, look up the chakras of the earth. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of shit in here. Like, I definitely suggest niggas go Google, go read, go look up on, like, everything off of the, like, that's going to be showed there, right? Look up the chakras of the earth. Then look up the Hollywood is actually used for. And it's crazy. Rashad Jamal was talking about that in his video last night about Hollywood. Hollywood is actually used for in reference to magic. Then look up homosexual rituals, sex rings, Exhibit, and Puffy, Will Smith, and Quincy Jones for starters. Number 15, Dwight Eisenhower. I talked about this many times. Niggas be thinking I'm capping when I said niggas made a deal with some beings that ain't from this planet. And that's why niggas started getting abducted like a motherfucker throughout the 60s and 70s, and it kind of slowed down in the 70s and 80s, and then kind of stopped, come to a complete stop in the 90s and then 2000s. But now that we in the 2020s, now we seeing this shit pop back up again. And it says, look up the Dwight Eisenhower, the CIA in the 1954 Grenada Treaty Act. This is the shit that John F. Kennedy was finna expose. He was finna expose this and all them rings, all them satanic rings and occultic shit that was going on with children. He was finna expose that, and they killed him. John F. Kennedy was the one and only real American president that actually gave a fuck about Americans. You feel me? He was the last remaining real American president. When they got JFK up out of there, that was it. They was like, we can't have no more American presidents because niggas gonna fuck around and fuck up the game. They gonna fuck up the system and cause a revolution. You feel me? Now we don't fucked up letting this nigga being president. But this is the shit that JFK was finna expose. He found out about the, JFK had access to them classified files, nigga. So when he read about this treaty, that was made between this nigga and this nigga. Well, I don't even know if it was actually these beings. And this image is not real. It's Photoshop. This is most definitely Photoshop. But this definitely happened behind closed curtains after because the Roswell incident happened in 1950-51, and then 3 years later, you hear about some shit with this. JFK was finna expose this. They clapped them, and then they put this under wraps, and nobody didn't know about it until the 2020s. I mean, you had niggas that knew about it for years on end, but niggas was calling them crazy. And then it says, you've seen the movie, I'm sure, and we know that Hollywood mocks our reality constantly. You can start off with the Rod Serling documentary and move on to the Mirage Men and Men in Black. I speak on these niggas all the time. This is another 3-letter agency that is not official. And what do I mean by not official? Like, we don't know if they're real or not. The government won't tell us. The government is not going to deny, or they're not going to deny that they don't exist, but they're not going to tell you that they exist either. So, it's like they unofficial. They're basically an unofficial 3-letter agency moving in the shadows that niggas don't know about. And then the Illuminati game card, I seen these. Look into those. Roots, look into that movie. Willie Lynch letter. Look up Dr. Deborah Blair and the Willie Lynch letter. Also look up Dr. Kwabena Ashanti, Willie Lynch letter, 1970, in the University of Missouri, St. Louis. Origins of Hell. Extraterrestrial DNA. Dogons, Series B, Series C, Series A, and Series X, which is in the middle of all A, B, and C. And the Pyramid on Mars. And the what is that saying? Oh yeah. Look up Menetheo and who states that built the pyramids. Nervous system manipulated by electromagnetic fields from monitors. So, look into all these things. This is the different things that are taking place amongst society. Serious, heavy social engineering that's taking place to keep niggas sleep, to keep niggas from, really understanding what's going on under our noses. The longer they can keep your brain fogged up, you're not thinking, the longer they can keep your brain fogged up and keep you conditioned where you don't have an open mind, because you gotta have an open mind to even be like, okay, let me hear what this nigga saying. I'm gonna be open minded. Let me just hear what he's saying. Okay, it sounds crazy, but let me look up the research, and then when you start doing the research and then you start connecting other dots, you start going down what they call the rabbit hole, because now you like, holy shit, this shit do make some sense. What it might be some other shit out there I don't know about. Let me look. Now you on this journey. You on this whole journey. Oh, let me go back. I'll go back here. All right. So now let's move up, right? Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can see. Oop, wrong screen. There we go.
You knew Jeffrey Epstein, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. We flew Bill Clinton and a lot of different that was a humanitarian trip to Africa. And yeah. I met him on that trip because it was his plane. I didn't know who plane we was getting on, but it was a whole bunch of dignitary people. We was with a delegation, and yeah, I met him, and you know, you don't know people what they do in their private lives. So yeah.
But tell me this, Chris. You was on this private plane, and you could tell that it was a private plane because they called it, was it Lolita Express?
Oh yeah, it was a private plane. Yes. Oh yes.
But wait a minute. You didn't never go to that island, did you?
No, 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 no.
Mm. Look. Everybody in the comments like he lying. Damn. Everybody in the comments is saying that, man, Chris Tucker and Chris Tucker. So this is where we get deep, right? So before we get into more of this, because you know this one of them ones, right? We got the etheric background this time. Um, you got different levels of celebrity, right? This includes rappers, movie artists, you know, you know, musicians, politicians, businessmen that owns, you know, famous businesses like Amazon and shit like that. You got a certain rank amongst them niggas, gang. You got B class, A class, and then S class. So you got B class celebrities, which is like your low level NBA players. You know, well, I ain't gonna say low level because they play good, but they not up there yet. You know, they ain't like LeBron James. Like LeBron James is a S tier, S class celebrity versus a Jason Tatum. No. He said, "Hey gang, peace, my peace, God. I see you up in here." CJ in the chat, but you got that's what you would consider Jason Tatum like a B class celebrity. Then when we get to A class, now we looking at niggas like who can I throw out there? Like maybe like a little baby, you feel me? Or who else can I think of? I'm just trying to think of like some smooth little niggas off the top of my head. Like, you know, a good majority of the people know 'em. You feel me? Like Lil Baby, that's like a good one I can name. Who another good one I can name? Like Future. Uh who else would be considered like a B class? Like a some of your new movie actors that's like kind of more getting popular now. But when we get into S tier, I can't really think of too many B tiers, but y'all get where I'm going. Now when we talking S tier, now we talking a Tom Cruise. Now we talking LeBron James. Now we talking a Michael Jordan. We talking a Oprah Winfrey. We talking Michael Jackson. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I named those tiers of celebrity because Chris Rock is technically an S tier celebrity. Niggas know Chris Rock. Nigga, Fifth Element, Rush Hour, Friday. It's plenty of movies that nigga played in. I can't think of the other ones off the top of my head, but there's plenty of movies that nigga Chris Rock don't play in. I said Chris Rock, my bad. Chris Tucker. Hey, Chris Rock too though. Chris Rock, he S tier too though. Will Smith, you know, Beyonce, Rihanna, you know, these are S tier celebrities. Drake, S tier celebrities. So a lot of these niggas was spotted with Epstein. And we finna let me pull this shit back up. We finna get deeper into this though. But everybody in the chat is saying that this nigga Chris Tucker lying. They know that nigga lying. He been to that island.
I don't know where that thing at.
Look at the micro expressions. And then why are you laughing? You laughing like it's a joke. You know when niggas laugh like out of nervousness? Basic psychology. You know, he trying to make it so hard, like, oh yeah, you know, it's just I don't know what that motherfucker. You know what that motherfucker at. Damn, Chris Tucker? That was the least person I expected. Nigga, you working with Ice Cube and shit like that. And man, Chris Tucker, that's crazy. Well, we can keep it going.
You knew Jeffrey Epstein.
So that's the end of that clip. So yeah, look at everybody in the comments. Not to mention, yeah, look how they had him in Fifth Element. Look how they had him in this movie. Okay, Stuttering Stanley, he couldn't act his way out of this one with that dry laugh. Facts. Shatter something in me when I found out he's one of them. Now, flip back to my other screen, right? Let me pull up the other one, right? We finna pull up some more shit. We ain't finished. Let's go to that next John. Let's go to that next John. Right? Hold on. Let's go to that next John. I want you to peep the trends. Repeat the trends. See it? Everybody got to do some shit like that. Look at Playboy Cardi. And then look at the niggas under him. You feel me? They always repping the upside down crossing, you know, demonic shit. We see a lot of niggas do demonic shit in the industry. He said Chris Tucker fried as fuck. On God, that nigga is overly fried. Fuck that. Chris Tucker is OD. You have been touched. You have been touched with the cheese touch, my nigga. It's over with. The Epstein shit is like the cheese. The Epstein shit is like the cheese touch for celebrities right now. Anybody that's caught with that shit, over with. You're overly over with. Simple as that. So we got another clip. I'm just playing clips off of Instagram. We gonna go look at the photos too. I did not know Michael Jackson was with Epstein. Now it make me wonder. Because you remember word on the street, Michael Jackson was doing... Wait, hold on, can y'all see? Yeah, word on the street, Michael Jackson was doing something to some kids. And I was like, man, nah, hey, Michael, though, he don't seem like, you feel me? But you know, we don't know nobody from a can of paint. And now that niggas is being seen with, you feel me? And that's Mike. Look how pale he is. That's him. Now that bro has been seen with... God damn, this nigga white as fuck. Anyways. Now that he been sitting with him, it makes me question shit. You feel me? There should be millions of pictures with Donald Trump. Facts. But we gonna get into that. Look, Bill Gates. What? Bill Gates, nigga? And they had to blur that female face out. There's a reason why they blurred her face out. Because she's 9 times out of 10 moving in the public right now. And probably is a victim. That's probably why too as well. Look at that. I forgot this nigga name. But that nigga S tier as well. Bill Clinton, S tier. I forgot who this nigga is, but I'm pretty sure he S tier to be with this nigga. Only S tier niggas is gonna be around this. Look at his mustache. He got the pedophile mustache. Never trust a nigga with no facial hair. I don't care what niggas say. Never trust a nigga with no facial hair. Cause why you want to, like, what's the point of cutting some, you know, ain't that's the point of being a man, nigga? You want to get you 15, 16, your shit ain't hit yet. You ready for your shit to hit, nigga. Like, you got niggas that just keep they shit shaved. Like, they want to look young, appear young to little kids and shit like that. I'm just saying. I'm not saying niggas with no facial hair is pedophiles. But if we gonna profile, nigga, people stereotype and profile black people all the time. We stereotype and profile white people all the time. We might as well do them niggas too with no mustache, no facial hair, nigga. Y'all, some of y'all might be pedophiles, nigga. I'm just saying, no facial. This nigga never got no facial hair. Same with Donald Trump, no facial hair. All these niggas is... Look, he just got up out of bed. He like, yeah, we had a fun, fantastic night. Had to blur... What is that next to him? Is that a little kid? Oh, nah. Zoom in, nigga. Oh, nah. That's a child's foot right there. You can see the little white leg and then the little Crocs. I think that's Crocs. That look like Crocs. Like a SpongeBob shoe. I ain't gonna get it. But still, that's a child right there, bro. What? And he's getting out the bed like he's naked. Well, is he pants? I can't tell. Oh, no, he's sitting in the seat. My bad. I thought he was getting out of bed. He's sitting in the seat. But still, like, nah, what's going on here? And then what is blurred out back here? What is this that's blurred out right here? What is that? What is that? And that's a child's foot right there. This is getting real. Could these pictures be AI, y'all? Could these pictures be AI? Could they just be feeding the public some shit just to make us shut up for the next few months? I can't even turn on my magnifier. Fuck. Escape. There we go. Close window. Chris Tucker. These gotta be victims because they're blurring them out. Why are they blurring them out? These gotta be victims that they're blurring out. Like, look, there's two kids or something. Something's blurred out right here, and then there's a woman blurred out right there, and then whoever this is, and then MGD, of course you see MJ. Damn, how did they look what they did to MJ, bro? That nigga was white. I mean, that nigga was black with a fro and a big ass nose, and they turned him into this. Wow. And then look at Bill Clinton. What's blurred out? I see little kid legs right there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I could be tripping. We gotta bring back out the magnifier. We gotta bring back out the magnifier, nigga. We gotta bring back out the magnifier. Can we zoom in some more? Can we zoom in some more? If I'm correct, because you know water kind of distorts shit. But if you look, you see like something right here, and there's something right here, like some legs, and then it's blurred out right here. And it's just no. Damn. And I can't go back. But it was blurred out right there. It was a real small blur, like it's a little person, like it's a kid. And then look, they got another little blur right here. Like, what is taking place? What happened to the Trump pictures? Facts. We need those. We need those. And of course the island. Then whoever this is, probably another victim. Flight logs. Look, got a kid all in his lap and shit. That is crazy work. This is diabolical. Oh, yes. Keep it. Keep all this shit pushing. I don't care how much shit they censor. They still not gonna stop that shit from getting out. These people gonna start coming out and speaking. We gonna see some of them just start coming out and speaking. Nigga, they gonna do their own little videos on YouTube and shit. We gonna be like, damn. This how many people been... just like the Diddy documentary. Nigga, that nigga got 100... He got 77 cases still pending on him for trafficking in sexual assault and satanic ritual abuse. Spirit cooking. Google spirit cooking. Google spirit cooking. Is where they grape a child till they bleed. Take the blood. They put a napkin, a handkerchief on the ground. This is why Tom Hanks kept posting pictures of handkerchiefs and certain shit. You know, little kid socks on his Instagram and shit. But they put a handkerchief on the ground. Bro. And the blood in it gets in this handkerchief, and as well as the semen. You gotta, them Reddit niggas and them 4chan niggas, they know some shit. A lot of them niggas that be on Reddit and 4chan, them be niggas that was there at them shit, seen this shit, got spooked the fuck out and left. And they're like, I gotta anonymously put this shit out. If niggas think it's fake, cool. But I'm gonna still put this shit out. Somebody gonna see this and be like, oh. Spirit cooking, bro. And it's their way of contacting these dark deities. One, you know, like the Great White Brotherhood. Yo, reptoids. Cause this is the shit that damn, my headphones is messed up. Damn, I gotta attach that back on, but I can't do that right now. We just gonna compromise. But even your reptoids, nigga, this shit the shit that they got these niggas doing, this is their natural behavior on their planet. But look, he has a child in his lap. And it's not like to the side on the leg, like all in his lap. Like, that's crazy. Look, there go DT. Okay, we did get a different photo. We did get a different photo of Trump. I'm pretty sure it's more. But at least we did get a different photo. Oh, shit. Look at all these. Look at all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That nigga cake. Look at that. Oh, wow. I didn't even get to catch that. So, hold on. Let me see if I can. Cause let me see if I can find the photos right where it's not a video. A photo is worth 1,000 words. Cause we got to get these photos right now. I think it's on TMZ. Let's go to TMZ. Yeah. Where is that? Is this it? Man, oh, where them hoes at? Here we go. Nah, this ain't it either. That's why my homie showed me this. Oh, here they go. Here they go. So we got the photos. But look, TMZ on some slick shit though. Hold on, peep game though. We just watched the video, right? Look how TMZ cut that they cut that part out. They just show him. That's crazy. They just cut that part out. They got it so zoomed in. But let's look. I guess that's another victim back there. You feel me? My lighter fell. But yeah, I think that's another victim back there because I got that face blurred out. This low key, I know this might sound crazy, but this low key look like this could be Britney Spears. I'm just saying this might be Britney Spears. But anyways, yeah, crazy work. Look, MJ. Look at this. Come on now. What grown man you know doing some shit like this? Like look at this. What grown man and woman, what come on now. Doing some zesty ass shit, zest fest. Look, Chris. Every time I look at this picture, I laugh. He just look bad as hell, nigga. He look like he. What you doing meeting these people? These people not famous. They're not actors. They're not business people that own a label or a grocery store company, or you feel me? These is motherfucking human traffickers. That's where all their money come from. And money laundering. Like what? And that's the last photo we get. So all we got is that video, right? That's the I guess that let me go back.
And y'all see what I'm saying? Them fouls is
All right, so I got this video right here, right? Got this clip. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's here tonight. I don't know why they retracted. Oh, I thought YouTube deleted your messages. I was about to say I don't know why YouTube deleted your messages, but it said you deleted them. I don't know what you said. Unless that was one of the mods. Maybe you probably said some shit and the mods just took your shit. So, shout out to CJ. That's why I got a couple other mods. I don't think they here right now, but he said they just using Diddy as the fall guy distraction. On God, nigga. Facts. They using him as a fall guy. But it's crazy though. He get out in 4 years in 2029, right before 2030. So he said you niggas always want to be in on something. Calm down, bruh.
going crazy. I'm not playing because 9 times out of 10, they said this is an art installation in Epstein's estate. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it looked like to me. Is it a black female in a wedding dress hanging from a rope? Look at the rope.
Yep.
It could be a bronze female. I don't know, but why would you have a...
Well, it's not a rope. What is this? Is that a rope? It's some that shit. Oh yeah, I guess so. But it's not like it's not like around the neck though. It's like they coming down. I don't know. That is weird though.
A female in a wedding dress hanging from a fucking rope on the ceiling in your crib. These niggas is weird. And Bill, you are in almost every fucking photo. What, you never wanted to go home? How the fuck you was running a fucking state in the world? How the fuck you was running the country and you over here on the island wilding? But this right here tells me all I needs to know. Y'all really didn't want us here. Y'all wanted us to go. But now on a Friday, y'all trying to tell me Michael Jackson was with these niggas? Y'all bugging the fuck out. And y'all see what I'm saying? Them fouls is going.
That man said Michael Jackson was y'all bugging. All right, so he said who was the blonde dude? I don't know who the blonde dude was. But that I ain't gonna lie. We need to I got a news article here. Hold on. Let me go back right. It says the Justice Department released more documents Saturday, and this is reported from CBS News by Graham Cates, Joe Walsh, Melissa Quinn. These are the journalists that put this together. Updated on December 20th, 2025 at 10:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, CBS News. What to know about the Epstein files? The Justice Department released more documents Saturday from the Jeffrey Epstein files after initial release Friday of thousands of photos, police reports, and other material. The first records to come to light under a new law signed by President Trump. So Trump signed this himself before this shit to come out, basically, which is kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on here. The files can be accessed on the Justice Department website here. CBS News is also maintaining a searchable database here. Among thousands of photos are new images of prominent figures, S-tier, like I said, S-tier celebrities, Epstein's travels, his various homes, and more. They also include grand jury transcripts from the various cases brought against Epstein and his associates. The Epstein Files Transparency Act required the Justice Department to release all its files related to Epstein by Friday, with exceptions for survivors' personal information and other narrow categories. But Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said that the volume of material means the files must be released on a rolling basis. Some of the files are heavily redacted, like we've seen all those photos. They got the little black squares on them, censored. That's what redacted is, just a fancy word for censored, drawing criticism from congressional Democrats. CBS News has a team of journalists going through the files and is highlighting notable discoveries below. At least 15 newly released Epstein files have appeared from DOJ's website. Records show at least 15 newly released files have disappeared. They said, oh, disappeared. What the fuck? That's interesting. So it says at least 15 newly released files have disappeared from the Justice Department's website containing documents related to Jeffrey Epstein, including one file that shows a photo of President Trump, which is probably the one we saw with all them six women. So that means some niggas got all that shit before they took them hoes off. Good looking. Internet undefeated. CBS News conspiracy theories undefeated. Or should I say prospiracy theories? Yeah, prospiracy theories undefeated, nigga. CBS News downloaded the complete set of documents on Friday and compared it to what was available Saturday. The Department of Justice has not responded to a request for comment about the discrepancy, and it's unclear why the files are missing a day after they were initially released. However, in a social media post to its X account Saturday night that seemed to touch on the issue, the DOJ wrote, "Photos and other materials will continue being reviewed and censored consistent with the law and an abundance of caution as we review additional information." One of the missing files showed a mass of framed photos on a desk. They include former President Bill Clinton and the Pope. Ooh. What? Nigga, you know about them. Y'all know about them them Catholic niggas, them priests and them nuns and shit. And y'all know what they be doing to them children, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I always knew the Pope was on some shiesty shit, some sick shit, nigga. That's what they do over there, bro. Do y'all not know in other countries they allow people to marry kids as young as 9, 8 years old, bro. They still allow that in some other weird ass countries over there. Over here, the youngest is 16 in America, which is still crazy, but that's their law. I'm like, what? And if they could, if America could, with 3Ks, if they could, they would push that shit further back. But they know they can't fuck with us like that. Like, nah, nigga, you tripping. They really need to change that shit. They talking about consents with a 16-year-old teenager, whether a boy or female, in certain states can have sex with an adult if consent is involved. Like, what? Anyways, one of the missing files showed up mass frame photos on the desk. They include former President Bill Clinton and the Pope. In an open drawer in the same image, there was a photo of Mr. Trump, Epstein, and an Epstein associate. They keep saying associate, nigga. That was his wife, Ghislaine Maxwell. Other missing files included photos of a room with what appeared to be a massage table and photos and paintings. Woman testified before 2007 grand jury that she brought several fellow high school girls to Epstein. The files released Saturday included grand jury testimony from April 2007 in which a 21-year-old woman testified that she brought several fellow high schoolers to Jeffrey Epstein. The woman testified before a federal grand jury in West Palm Beach, Florida, that she was introduced to Jeffrey Epstein through two acquaintances she met at a beach resort when they were all 16. Oh my God. They made a proposition to me, the woman testified. Censor had asked me if I wanted to make money, and she was working for this guy, Stein, in Palm Beach. So I told her I was interested, and she further went into detail about massaging him. This is crazy. Let me check chat. Let me check. Trump done deleted all that shit. I'm telling you, all the Masons in the South are in on it. A big way with trumpet companies to factories. Ooh, good call, CJ. Facts. Them trumpet companies, because they be moving them kids on God, nigga. Good call on that, bro. Catholic Church, where the hell? Facts. Florida still owned by the native government. Can't keep us in the chokehold. I'm saying with this government tech shit, they trying to choke us out. Yeah, they doing that everywhere, bro. Especially in Africa and shit right now. Africa, man, they killing them. They literally gunning them folks down over there right now. That's crazy. So yeah, this is crazy. Met him when they was 16 in a massage table, massaging him. That you would have to take off articles of clothing and there would be touching and fondling involved. Wow. She says she took the friends up on the offer, and within a few days, she was at Epstein's home where she met Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, who took her to a massage room. I was naked and he tried fondling me and I wouldn't have it. So after the massage, he gave me another proposition to bring girls to the house. And for every girl that I brought, I would make $200. The woman testified, adding she was paid $200 for her massage. Epstein paid her personally, the woman said, in $100 bills, but would never pay her in front of others. This girl said she never gave Epstein a massage again, but did start bringing girls to him. So she was basically escorting. That's crazy. She said, damn, that's kind of evil, though. That's kind of evil. How you going to come out here and testify, but you're willingly bringing other 16-year, 15-year, 14, 13 old girls to this nigga for some money? You 16 years old. When you 16, you know from right and wrong. You know from right and wrong. That don't sit right with me. She said she brought girls from her high school and other girls went up to ask her about it. They had no problem with it, she testified. She said that she took 7 to 10 girls to Epstein's home, including a 23-year-old woman. She testified that she was told that the woman was too old and she asked to bring, and the only reason I don't got this shit up on screen right now, because you feel me, I'm just, I'm trying to be a narrator. I just want to be a narrator right now. The woman testified that nearly every other age girl that she brought to Epstein was 16 to 18 years of age, except one who was 14 years old. The more you did is the more you make, she testified. Basically, the more clothes that come off, the more you let him touch you, the more you just let him have his way with you, is the more that you will make. Otherwise, you would be demoted down to bringing girls over and just making money that way. The woman said she would go through Maxwell to set up appointments with the girls, and once an appointment was made, she would drive the girls to the house. She testified that at times she would be the one who would set things up for the massages if Maxwell could not do it. When asked by a grand jury if she and Epstein were still in touch, she responded, "I don't talk to any of the females that I once brought over there. I haven't been in contact with Epstein for years. He tried contacting me a few times. I haven't contacted him back. I refuse to talk to him. I refuse to talk to any of the girls that were involved. However, I did live with one of the girls in Orlando for a couple months to a year. Haven't spoken to her in over a year either." That is crazy work. Let me see. Man, this is a big ass news article. Damn, these journalists went crazy on this. Over 500 pages in Epstein files were entirely blacked out. The Justice Department released thousands of new records on Jeffrey Epstein on Friday, but at least 550 pages in the documents are fully redacted, censored. CBS News has found the newly released files included photos of several prominent people in Epstein's orbit, images from his homes, and investigative records that detail disturbing allegations against the late sex offender. But the heavy redactions in many of the records have drawn criticism from Democrats and some Republicans as the departments defend its handling of the files. So, wow. Yeah. I work for the factories, bro. They do that shit behind closed doors. They mask it with the furniture or kitchen furniture, beds, even Lay's chips, gang. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So in some of them photos, there was kids in some of these photos that we just seen. Not to mention, like, do we really think he's dead? Now, like I said, some of these photos be AI? Just for they be like, oh yeah, we just gonna throw whoever on there so niggas can shut the fuck up for another couple months. You feel me? Like, who knows? You feel me? But at the same time, a lot of these photos, we know they real, cause we just pulled up Chris Tucker talking about it. You feel me? So we know they real. But this is we gotta remember, is this nigga really dead? The way he died was strange. They said the nigga was strangled in the cell or whatever, something like that. And then there was certain timestamps missing in the footages, the security footages that was recording his specific cell. Oh, they say he killed himself. That's what they said. But is that really true though? You see what I'm saying? Like I said, we just gonna say theory because I don't want people to take what I say and run with it. My theory is when you got that much money, you got this much power, and you can do this, move these many around the world to the Pope. You feel me? To other powerful leaders across the country. And then most importantly, these ETs. You feel me? Because they need blood, or with specific ETs, the reptoids. Yeah, they need that. You feel me? That's what keep them alive. That's their diet. That's how they thrive. You feel me? And the government knows this. And the reason why they don't want to release all of this at once, because there's so many people inside the government that's been involved with this nigga, bro. From the Democrats to the Republicans. So they like, this is the one time they actually are both working together to like, hold on. Nigga, we all y'all, you was there, you feel me? We was all there, nigga. We was all there. So now it's like, that's why they censoring so much shit. Because it's probably other people that, some of them people probably wasn't victims. There was probably other people that we know right now that's in the government. And they just don't want to show it. You feel me? They gotta censor it because they like, this would literally make niggas freak the fuck out. Because they were like, damn, we got a bunch of pedophiles running the world, running the country. Like, nah, that's crazy, my nigga. So, and we seeing all these S tier niggas involved in this shit. We ain't even see the music, the Lucian Grange, Michael Rubino, Liar Cohen. We ain't even see them niggas yet. But them niggas damn sure be involved in that though. You feel me? They damn sure be involved in that. Remember, Michael Rubino always throw his all white parties and all the rappers gotta go there and pushed in, get they shit pushed in, basically. Like, yeah, it get real. It get real, man. So that was the Epstein update. How do I feel about this? I feel good. More of this needs to keep coming out so niggas can know what the fuck really going on. And know, like, nigga, we just seen Bill Gates, nigga. We just seen Bill Gates in them. Where Mark Zuckerberg and them at? Where they at? Where they at? We need to see them too. But nigga, we just Bill Gates, nigga, and the Pope. This disclosure finna be crazy. I swear to God, this disclosure finna be crazy. Their words are so tiny. I just see the little brothers. Yeah, fast. They been scared as fuck the past. That's why they been. You feel me? They on the move. That's why they on the move right now, trying to figure out everything they can to slow this shit down. They can't. Can't. You feel me? They can't. And too many people waking up. That's all it take for niggas to wake up and see what's going on and start calling out shit. That's all it takes is just for us to call out shit. Now niggas nervous. They like, damn, these niggas not giving up either. We thought COVID would make them niggas forget. We thought all this other shit made them niggas forget. Cause you gotta remember when the nigga went to jail, he went to jail right when COVID happened. And that was like the biggest thing that took place. You feel me? That brought everybody eyes off that shit. And then it resurfaced years later again, which is now. And the reason why it resurfaced, because it was gonna bubble up regardless. Niggas, some people was gonna come out and say some shit, and it was gonna rebubble back up. Niggas been feeling some way about this shit for years. Then they try to hit you with the 3-eye atlas. You feel me? They try to hit you with the 3-eye atlas. That one no comment on that shit. It's about the 3 eyes. Everybody's eye is waking up. They scared. It ain't nothing they can do about it. You feel me? It ain't nothing they can do about it. It's over with. This shit finito. It ain't nothing else they can really do. I mean, yeah, if they want, they can't blow up the world no more. Did y'all not realize how many unidentified crafts been flying around the planet? We don't know who in these crafts. And a lot of these crafts been spotted in three locations. In the sky, of course, the ocean, and nuclear facilities, military facilities where nuclear shit is at specifically. And they begin to tamper with their technology, basically. EMP, they fry their shit out. So, like, to the people that think these niggas got warheads ready to go off at any moment, they don't. Them shits is malfunctioning. They can't do nothing with them hoes right now. So that's why they rolling out this AI shit. They like, okay, we gotta come in with the tech then. Fuck it. If we can't use the Samson option, we gotta come in with the tech. That's what's gonna get them. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that's way worse than nuclear warfare, because with this tech, it's finna be like straight mental warfare from here on out. And it's finna reach such high levels, some niggas is not gonna be able to keep up with shit. They gonna lose themselves in this shit. Literally lose their fucking sanity. But hey, we needed that. And like I said, this nigga ain't died. He faked his death, and he over there in Israel. I'ma just say that. I don't care what nobody say. That's my theory. Then when you got that much money, you can fake your and then move to the. You feel me? Have you noticed a lot of they've been moving a lot of money overseas for a reason to all these other countries? Why they keep giving all them billions of dollars for what? Offshore accounts. Because niggas is probably finna dip. Because they know shit finna get greasy. Niggas is finna get angry. Niggas is finna get riled up. And we like, fuck that nigga. We finna get y'all niggas up out of here. We need real change. And the only way we gonna bring real change is starting with getting rid of y'all ass first. That's when we finally realize that. That's where the change begins. We gotta get rid of y'all motherfuckers first. Get out these seats, nigga. Get y'all ass out the way. Make me president. Hey, OJ for president. All 2026. When he so we got 4 years. So 2030 gonna be the new president, if I'm correct. Yeah. So yeah, OJ for president 2030. I'm running for president. I don't give no fuck. I'm gonna figure out something. But I ain't going through they means like on YouTube. We gonna take over in the entire social media, and I'm gonna be the president. I'm gonna be what you would call a culture president, nigga. I'm the president for the culture, nigga, the people. We gonna all speak on it and be like, yeah, nigga. I'm like, all right, how y'all feel about this? Shit, this how we feel. Hey, this what these niggas said. This what we doing. You feel me? Make me president. Fuck it. I'm gonna call all the shots. I know what to do. I'm like, I already know what we need to do when we go to war. Niggas come, because you gotta think about all these niggas old as shit too. These niggas is, all these niggas old as fuck. Why you think they need all them organs? So they can keep changing them bitches. And they be body jumping anyways. That's why they be making clone bodies. They been doing that shit since early 2000s, bro. Because they made the first clone sheep in 2008. I think it was 2008. And it was called Dorothy. Yeah, the first clone sheep. And then 2022, 2023, it was like, yeah, we officially now make lab grown meat. So we don't even know if the meat real anymore, to be honest with you. Bill Gates bought up all the farmland in the United States. Crops ain't been the same since. Everything's seedless now. Interesting. They're sterilizing humanity, and we are not even seeing it. They're trying to sterilize humanity. Oh God, they're trying to sterilize humanity. People not having kids like that no more. You feel me? They trying to up everything in the economy, so it's harder for niggas to have kids. Because you know, when you have kids, you gotta have money to take care of them. You gotta have the resources. I don't really want to say money, but you gotta have the resources to take care of them. You feel me? So they got niggas on a chokehold on that. But these niggas, they jump bodies. They either trade organs out long enough to keep the body running that they in currently, and then once it comes to an end, they just jump to another one. That's all they do. They've been doing this for, bro. They've been doing this since the fall. Like the beginning species on this planet was the Lemurians. You feel me? And then the Atlanteans shortly after. And then it was like something happened in that time where it's like it's been a fall in frequency ever since. And every civilization that do rise to a golden age, it just turn around and fall again into a dark age, and then golden age, and then dark age. So it's like, you know, we in that time again where we're about to see, you know, do I consider this a golden age? I can't really explain that to you. Do I consider I was born in 2000. So do I consider this shit, these past 25 years of my fucking life, a golden age? Fuck no. Nigga. Fuck no. This was not a golden age. This was a dark age, nigga. Kids was getting snatched. And it's only gonna get worse. When the grid goes out, it's gonna get worse. And then after most of humanity is fucking down in numbers, because niggas either died of starvation, you know, no survival skills, or just, you know, niggas killing each other. When that happens, then it'll slowly start to turn back into a golden age, depending, because the ones that's going to be left is the one to survive. That's why it's called in nature, as the saying goes, survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. So whoever is the last, that was the strongest ones on this planet, nigga. And we don't know who that is. You feel me? It ain't the ones that's in power now. I know that. It's the ones that's in regular citizen society right now that choose. When you walk out in this open world, see regular citizens. You feel me? It's future edition, and you know, I seen something where they were saying something like, you know, somebody was saying something where shit gets like this every time, where it gets real hard and it's a reset happening. They say this is the time where like future inventors is quietly being birthed. Future leaders is quietly being birthed. Future warriors is quietly being birthed. Future healers is quietly being birthed. You know, future gods, all that is being birthed during that process too. You feel me? Because you know things is gonna happen that's gonna push niggas to limits like no other, beyond limits like no other. Where niggas is, you feel me, tapped into a whole different plane of thinking. Niggas is on that God complex. You feel me? But he said endocrine disruptors in the food, in the water from atrazine and in skincare products. Facts. They killing us, bro. And they not giving niggas a break neither. They're just making it worse. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they start feeding niggas balls of bugs. You feel me? And be like, yeah, this is the new food right here. You want a roach hamburger, nigga? Or you want some rat? I mean, they already put rat in the shit now, and a lot of shit now. You want some iguana, nigga? Nigga, who the fuck eats iguana, nigga? What the fuck? So, you know, it's getting tough out here. But the future star leaders is being born during this process, bro. And we gonna witness it at the peak of when this new shift, this reset basically happens. At the peak of this reset, this great shift that's coming amongst us. That's when we gonna see them take on full action. You feel me? We don't know who these people is. I don't know who these people is. It could be some of y'all out there. You never know, bro. You never know. You feel me? But when that time comes, we'll see. You know, you hear stories like they say in the Bible, the 144,000. That's those niggas. Those niggas are being birthed right now. Right now. Some of them already moving around. Some just now getting to the realm. They're just now entering this realm. It's really a lot of these new babies. That's why a lot of these new babies smart as shit. A lot of these, bro. I was in a store yesterday. It was a little Mexican girl. I said she was no older than 5 years old, bro. And she just on the phone talking like a little old lady. She was like, what today is? She's like, Wednesday. She's like, no, it's not. Today, Thursday. She's like, what you talking about? I was like, look at that little Mexican like that. She acting like she an old lady, like a granny. Like, you know, a lot of these new babies coming in, it's like they got elder mentalities, bro. They have elder spirits. And they have elder, you know, they're elder souls. That's what it seems to me. And they smart as shit. I thought my generation was crazy, but our generation, my generation, the shit we giving birth to is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you, the shit we giving birth to is insane. No telling what these kids gonna be by the time they our age. So yeah, a lot of these star seeds, as we call them. But I like to say star leaders, because they're gonna be the ones leading shit for real. They're being birthed. This is gonna come to an end. They're gonna have to release all those babies too. All those babies that's trapped right now as we speak. Cause yeah, they releasing shit. But can y'all release them kids right now too, nigga, that y'all got? Y'all got them. Y'all still got some of them that are, y'all got some that are grown now. Y'all got them back in like the 1990s and shit. They grown now and you still got them. Let them niggas go. Let them niggas see grass, daylight, all that shit. They still got them right now, man. It's still 2,000. I mean, not 2,000. It's still what? 8,000 kids, 800 kids. Not 800, 8,000, I guess. But yeah, it's still 8,000 kids coming up missing a day in America. 800,000 a year. 800,000 a year. I dare put, and then if we could include undocumented children, that's like orphans and shit like that, don't got no parents or nothing, we could push that up to about a couple million, like 2 or 3 million kids coming up missing a year in America with no trace. And we got AI technology, all these women coming up missing. Did y'all hear about all them black women that came up missing in Virginia, nigga? I think it was like 3,000 to 30,000? I know it was over the course of some months though, like a bunch of women came up missing in Virginia. Black women. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Why is there mass surges of, like, in different states? It's like every so amount of months, every year. You just see these surges of reports of all these black kids coming up missing, black women coming up missing, and Amber Alerts. And we like, what the fuck is going on? And y'all got AI technology. You can find none of these niggas. They got the shit. They got satellites where they can literally like track shit. You feel me? They can watch the street, zoom in on you and shit. I mean, Google. What you think Google Earth is? They got all that shit, bro. And they're seeing these niggas kidnapping. And they not doing shit. And if you look it up on the Homeland Security website .gov, they say that an annual $150 billion is made per year off of human trafficking, child trafficking, sex trafficking, organ harvesting, and $150 billion per year. How do y'all know that? How do y'all know the price of a person? What is the price? How much does a 12-year-old child go for? What the fuck? How do you price a person, nigga? Yeah, these kids are light years ahead. The school system gotta go. Facts. Yeah, that ice cream truck going around at night. Yeah. Watch the movie The Black Phone too. Facts. And that's the crazy thing. We can bring this. We can go down to the civilian level, bro. It's people that's like this in society naturally like this. Watch the movie The Black Phone where that nigga crazy nigga with the black van and the red balloons. He'll spray the kid with like some pepper spray or something and then kidnap him. Oh no. What he'll do is he'll come up behind him, hit him with some chloroform. My bad. Hit him with some chloroform, put him to sleep, put him in the van, and he'll use the balloons to cover them up so people don't know what he's doing. And then he'll put him in the van, take it to his house, and put him in the basement and do, God knows what to him. And there's people like that right now in real life. That movie is based off real life. There's people that do that. And did you not forget the dark web, red rooms? Nigga, they got literal rooms on a dark web. You can't find them because you have to have on Tor browser or whatever they use, whether they use a Linux operator too, because niggas can get cold with this shit. See, niggas don't know about that Linux. You can use a Linux operator and get deep and open multiple virtual machines inside the Linux to further cover your steps. Hell yeah, niggas get cold with that shit. And they set up these places on, you gotta have an onion link. And the only way you can get that onion link is if that person gives it to you. And these people go on the dark web. They got people that they pay to do this shit. Look it up. They pay them to do this shit. They kidnap a child. And then they take them somewhere. Then they got the camera and they do. And whatever the person paying, they might pay him 500. They might pay him 5,000 to 10,000 to, and then 20,000 to, and it's all in Bitcoin, or it's all in some type of currency that can't really be traced like that. This is every day around you, man. Wake up. Life is not normal. It never was, nigga. I don't know where niggas get normal from, but life was never normal and never meant to be normal. I don't know. That's the problem with all this shit. Jobs, social media, movies, portraying niggas that you gotta live this lifestyle, travel the world. You feel me? Do this, do that. Like, okay, now traveling the world, that's something you should do. I ain't gonna cap to you, but like other bullshit, like they don't you're not gonna see niggas promoting on TV, meditate or keep a journal, self journaling. They don't teach that shit in movie. They rather show you some other shit. They rather show you niggas arguing or some sex or some violence or some gore or some bullshit, some satanic shit. They rather show you that. You feel me? They not telling you to eat herbs, drink tea, none of that. They like, nah, come get this medicine. Come get these perks. Come get this hydrocodones, oxycontins. You feel me? Come get these. We got you. Come get some morphine, nigga. That's what you need. Like, damn, nigga, you trying to kill us. It was, bro, back in the day, they used to promote that cigarettes was healthy. They used to have a commercial with doctors saying that smoking was healthy. I did not forget that shit, nigga. What? I did not forget that shit. Nigga, they used to try to say that smoking was healthy back in the day. Way back, I think I was still a kid, or either I wasn't born yet or I was still a kid then, bro. Like a little baby. But they used to do that shit. It's the type of bullshit they do. They not gonna promote to you. You should go ground. You should go put your feet in the ground outside, nigga. They're not gonna tell you to do that. And when you put your feet in the ground, all the blood cells in your body become less coagulated, as they say. Is it coagulated? It's where it, our blood cells be inflamed. They be big as shit. But when you go out, when you do something like that or something else that helps your cells, they get smaller and it allows the blood flow to be more smooth and precise. Now the blood rushes to your head much better. You feel me? And your cells, red blood cells is not inflamed. So there's benefit. Niggas been proved that. They been proved that shit, gang. They got videos of that where they showing niggas blood inside their body as they grounding outside, bro. No. They took blood samples of a nigga blood. So they took blood samples from a nigga before he went outside and put his feet in the ground. And his blood was all like inflamed and shit like that, swollen up. Then when he went to go outside and ground for about 20 minutes, and that was just 20 minutes. It wasn't even an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours with some sun at that. It was just 20 minutes, took a blood sample, nigga, blood looked clean as shit. So yeah, they don't promote that though. They won't promote that though. That's crazy. They won't promote that. But I guarantee you they'll promote you some McDonald's real quick, nigga. That's crazy. We lived it. Life is not normal. It's not meant to be normal, gang. It's not. That's fucked up. And we don't even know if the meat is meat anymore. Niggas, you got Putin saying that Americans is eating each other because they're putting each other in the food. I'm like, what? What? Unless that was AI. But this was like, I think this was back in like 2023. I mean, we still had AI then, but it wasn't as powerful as it is now. Like how we got Sora and shit like that. It wasn't like that. We still had the bullshit. Little bullshit where it's like nigga face look like spaghetti and shit. Like, nah. We still had that bullshit. So yeah, that nigga we don't even know what we eat no more, nigga. Cigarettes top 10 deaths for real. Them vapes blowing people's lungs out. Facts. Definitely, bro. Definitely. That's why I gotta work on cutting out these blacks. You feel me? It's just strictly weed. But this how they do us, gang. This how they do us. Life was never meant to be normal. They tell you to worship God. On it's crazy that money, gang. On any bill that you see, it says "In God We Trust." But we do some of the most ungodly things with money, nigga. And we do some of the most ungodly things for money. That's crazy. What is God, nigga? I'm just saying, what is God, nigga? Niggas putting a price on humans, nigga? Trafficking humans? Think about that. The fuck? What kind of God we worshiping, nigga? What God we trusting in? If we doing shit like this down here. The hell? Ooh, wait, them pictures, gang, that they release, it's only gonna get worse from here because more shit gonna come out. You got whistleblowers, let's not forget that. It's over with. And like I said, it was kids in them photos that we seen. I ain't got no more to say to y'all. I ain't gonna catch you. It's just gonna get more. It's gonna get more greasier than here from here. We know what we know. We need that disclosure now. We need niggas to know where they came from, what they genetics is. We need niggas to know the true story of what took place on this planet, the creation of the human species. All that needs to come out. Out. The CIA is gonna get ready to declass. I believe next year, either 2027 or next year. I believe the CIA is gonna declass a bunch of files. I'm not saying that this is an official. I'm just making a guess, nigga. I feel some big, huge file dump is gonna come. Whether it be hackers or it actually be the government itself. Who knows? But something big is gonna get dumped, and niggas is gonna be like, "Oh shit," you feel me? But yeah, niggas need to know what's going on. We need to know everything, and I believe we're in that stage, bro. We're in that stage. They gonna release a bunch of shit, letting us know how niggas what came about. Remember the CIA was it was certain documents that was declassified talking about how the CIA was looking for the Ark of the Covenant. Like, what the fuck you need to find that for? And the Ark of the Covenant, I think that was from what was it, Gilgamesh? I think something like that. I don't know. The Ark of the Covenant. It was from somebody. I don't think it was from the. Was it from the Bible? It might have been from the Bible. It might not. But it was looking for something like that. I'm like, what the fuck they need that for? Why would they even be looking for some shit like that? So, and then I believe next year also. They say 2027, but I believe it's gonna be next year. The way AI speeding up, we're gonna see AGI next year. What is AGI? Artificial General Intelligence. That means we gonna see some shit smarter than us, like full on. We're literally stepping into the let me turn my headphones on. But yeah, we're literally stepping into some Detroit Become Human type shit. Oh God, nigga, that's where we're heading, to some Detroit Become Human type shit. If you ain't never played that game, go play it. It's a very good game. Or The Matrix, you can use it, or iRobot, whatever you want to use, nigga. We're in that right now. It ain't no stopping it neither, nigga. It ain't no stopping it, because they don't want to stop it. They need this shit to keep going. They gotta fulfill Agenda 2030. Other than that, though, how is something organic but it's seedless? The seed is the whole purpose of fruit. On God, facts. And I never understood that shit. I don't know why, nigga. Like, bro, growing up, bro, everything had, nigga, the grapes had seeds in it, nigga. Watermelons had seeds in it, nigga. Shit had seeds in it for the oranges. Now you get everything seedless. I'm like, and like I said, it really started taking place when, like I said, Bill Gates bought up all that farmland. That's when shit really everything just started becoming seedless like a motherfucker. And I'm like, why? What if we want to replant this shit and grow our own shit, nigga? Ain't that's the point? But see, they don't want niggas to eat. I'm telling you. They don't want niggas to eat. They don't want you to have your own nothing. Nathan, Nathaniel, no nothing. Like, that's crazy. What if I want to grow me some more grapes, nigga? You tripping? But they said nope. We extracted them shit. It was like a viral meme going around the time too, called we did surgery on a grape. That was really when shit started becoming seedless too. Then when that meme was around, I don't know if niggas remember that, but it was called we did surgery on a grape or some shit like that. And I'm just like, damn, nigga. It's supposed to be organic, nigga. And shit ain't even organic no more, nigga. They hit it with all kind of chemicals to preserve it and shit. Now I can't say like organic shit do rot fast though, cause I work at but we did, I deal with fruits, and I deal with organic fruits, like fruits that ain't got nothing on it per se. You feel me? We per se. Remember, we still in the USA. They'll tell you that that water is some mineral water and it's still some regular ass water, because it's called the placebo effect. But the only reason I do kind of know that these fruits is organic, they rot faster compared to the conventional fruits that's not organic. It's GMO and all that shit. Like it's these pears called Bartlett pears, and we got some organic junks. Them bitches rot quick. Like, once we put them out, after the 5th day, maybe the 6th day, the moles start getting a little mushy and shit. And then any past that, they start decaying and shit like that on the inside. You got the fucking, and another reason I know they healthy nigga is flies. Them flies be coming straight to them bitches. Certain other fruits them flies don't touch in there, but them organic ones they touch them hoes, and fruit flies as well. Because nigga, it was a pomegranate. It was an organic pomegranate with a hole in it. I guess it was finally rotten on the inside or whatever. And nigga, it was a fly on that hoe. And nigga, I swiped my hand at it. That nigga did not move. That nigga was fiending for that shit. And I lifted up, just looking at this nigga. I'm like, nigga, you that hungry, nigga? And then I just poked his ass, and then he finally flew off. I was like, nigga, get your ass up out of here. But yeah, you know, certain shit, you feel me? It's organic. And you kind of know if it's organic because it rot fast. So, but other than that, everything else really cooked. I'm gonna be honest with you, everything's cooked. And it says, yeah, they always try to tell you some bullshit excuse facts. It's getting creepy, gang, for real, shit spooky. Oh, it's only gonna get more better from here, my boy. Watch. You think this shit spooky, nigga? Ooh wee, for real. But that was the Epstein files, y'all. I'm gonna call it a wrap here. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay in tune like always. I'm gonna be back with another one. Peace to all the guys, goddesses, kings and queens, emperors, chiefs, and priests and priestesses of the motherfucking land. Y'all have a great cosmic night and a great cosmic rising, bro. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to share this motherfucker. Or the share live, or whatever. Screen record. You know how we get down. But other than that, I'm out this thing, y'all. Y'all be easy, man. Protect the gays, protect the soul.